All right, so you may be wondering, why am I sitting in a shower? And this is a little crazy. But we figured out 3 months ago, there was water coming through the ceiling of our great room downstairs. And it was from this room, our master bathroom. And I replaced the wax ring a couple times on the toilet to make sure that that was not it. It was tight. Even had a guy that was with a plumbing company come in and look at it. He was saying he was pretty sure it wasn't the drain and that it was the walls, that it was coming through the walls. So a last ditch effort before we have to figure out how or if we can even replace all this tile or have somebody come in and do it, which don't really have the money for that, was to take out as much grout as we could. We were going to replace it with black grout to kind of make it pop and stand out, and then also to caulk around the edges of it. So maybe 2 months ago, like thankfully we have a spare room, spare bathroom with a shower in it. We've been using that the whole time, but it's kind of annoying. So little by little, I've been working on this as I've had time, and it's kind of a nice, maybe not even procrastination, but a nice break, a brain break. And one of the first things that we did, we have this Ryobi tool, and I got these were really cheap off Amazon, and I have one in my hand, and it has this edge, and I don't have the battery in it, but you put it along the back side, in between, and you keep going back and forth, and you have all the dust blinds, so you need to make sure you have eye protection and a mask if you can. So I did as much as I could, and believe me, it took weeks to go through. I still have a couple spots, no, I don't think I do. I might have a couple spots up high behind me. And this is a whole wall next to me, behind me, and then probably about like where below your waist when you're standing up and down, and then the rest is like a glass, and it has sliding doors that I had taken off. But I went through little by little. I would take brain breaks and go through and do this. And then a couple days ago, we went and we bought eggshell colored caulk instead of black, because I was getting so frustrated with doing this and wasn't able to go as deep in a lot of areas. So I thought, I just want to match as much as I can instead of trying to dig out everything, because it's very frustrating. So I got this stuff from Lowe's, and it's an eggshell color. Well, I begged my husband to I begged my husband to buy more than one of these, because I'm like, this is a small container, and you could tell it was like the sand or whatever stuff in it. I said, that's not gonna last very far. Well, it didn't either, because it only got us a quarter of one side. And let me show you. So I did this one yesterday. I applied the grout to it, and then had to wait like 30 minutes, and then came back and took a sponge and water and wiped it down. And then after I do more of it, I bought this spray. I don't have it up here with me, but I bought a spray that's a grout sealer so that I can put on it. And I have only ever grouted once, and I didn't realize how easy it was. And I was like, well, I can do this. And it costs so much money to have somebody do it. So yes, it's taken me a long time to do it. But what I ended up doing is I went back to Lowe's. It was just closest to where we were at the time, and bought the same brand but in a bag. And then I got these buckets so that I can mix it. And I'll share some more here in a little bit. But after I mix it with water, the right amount of water, I take this and I'm able to put it on. So I'll share more as I go through that process. And if you're somebody who's never done grouting before, you can kind of see how easy the process is. And if this is something that could potentially save you some money and maybe try something like this, why not, right? So stay tuned, and I'll be back and show you how easy it is to apply it and put the grout on there, and then when I come back and clean it. And the last thing will be, and it probably won't be today, but being able to caulk. I got white caulk to go around the edges. I still need, if you can see back here, I need to really clean and try to remove some of that that's in there. It's nasty looking. So scrape off that. I'm more worried about the grout right now and getting that finished. So I'll share that when I get closer, but trying to see if this is something that, one, it gives me that brain break and something different to step away and do, and two, hopefully it's going to save me money, and when we get everything all done and put back together and we try out the shower a couple times, we don't have the moisture in the floor, because if we do, then we're gonna have to figure out something else and use our other shower for a lot longer. So stay tuned.